Chapter 2. Coming home. Kate continues to stare at you. His disbelief slowly giving way to joy. He pulls you into another tight hug. I'm so glad you're alright, Armand. I knew you'll find your way back to us, brother. I never lost hope. I'm happy to see you too. But it can't happen in a year. That's not possible. You're there. You're startled as a group of palace guards approaches, their hands on the hilts of their swords. Who are you, and why are you trespassing on the royal grounds? Oh my. That's none of your business. Perhaps if you ask nicely. Love glare at them, and they begin to visibly wilt. But he didn't. The guard who addressed you so aggressively tried to stammer out an apology. Sorry. Do you belong here? Or you can never gain entrance. We'll leave you be. The guards bow slightly as they back away. So making friends wherever you go, I see. They're coming. As more people begin to gather around you, attracted by the commotion, Kate takes your elbow and pulls you away. Come on, let's get you out of here. He leads you to a castle He leads you to castle gardens. You gaze around the warm, cheery space. Remember when it was swarmed by ashen soldiers? Now start from the beginning. What do you remember? I remember being here with everyone here in the gardens when a portal opened and we were attacked. I remember passing out as I was taken. Then it was just nightmares. I woke up strapped to a table in the shadow realm, and he took me to see Valix. Valix? The woman who kidnapped me. I managed to escape her, just barely, and found my way back here. It felt like a day at most. It was definitely more than that. I wonder why I felt so different to you. Just because time moves differently in the shadow realms. It does. The difference isn't that drastic. Hell, I was there for weeks before you found me. But that's about how long you spent gathering the oil shards. Did that Valix woman say anything I could explain it? I mean, she was keeping you prisoner. She did mention them doing experiments. As your brother taps his chin, pondering your words, take a good look. Take a good long look at him. He looks nearly the same. There's no trace of the wounds he suffered at the hands of the Shadow Court. You let out a sigh of relief. Why are you looking at me like that? Kid, did you heal up okay? Shadow Court didn't leave any lasting damage, did they? Nah, it only took a few weeks for my injuries to fully heal. All my scars have nearly faded. Soon you just have students line up to get a look at your pretty face. They have to wait. My brother takes priority now that we're together again. That reminds me, where's everyone else? I want to get them caught up to speed. That's going to be difficult. Why? After you vanished through the portal, we spent weeks trying to figure out how to reopen it and rescue you. And that didn't work. We knew we had to look elsewhere for answers. I got a job at the Royal Archives. Just follow their own paths. But you know where they are, right? Mostly. I haven't heard from Tora in a few months. What Treep and Lula? You ask. The doors swing open, and two attendants step into the room, each one carrying Nesper on a cushioned pillow. Helwant? Is it really you? Both leap from their pillows and flutter silently in the air. Treep turns to the attendants. You may leave us. The attendants bow and then vanish back to the door, and Treep and Lula fly over to nuzzle you. I see you're only gotten more spoiled. And why shouldn't I be? I bring my legendary wisdom and brilliance. The legendary self has gotten a little round in the tummy. I deserve every indulgence after what you brought me through. Never mind that. You're so worried. Where have you been? You relate as much as what transpired as you can, from the threat to the from the dread of the Ash Empire to your newfound realm walker powers. And this Princess Valix, she used your blood to open a portal. I never saw it myself, but I suppose she said she was taking it for. She's planning to kill me and open another one, large enough to move an army through. Oh, the voice in your head. He called himself the Watcher. Seems to know all about realm walkers. It's the only reason I made it out of there alive. I've never heard of a being by that name, nor of any Ash Empire. I see allusions to Empire Rising, from the Ash in my readings on the Shadow Realm, but I always thought it was a metaphor. And the scattered mentions of realm walkers are shrouded in myth and rumor, wholly unsubstantiated. The knowledge of them must be old, or was lost long before my time. When I was in the dungeons, I remember hearing the guards complain about attacks from the Empire. I wonder if it could be the same one. Wouldn't that make them enemies of the Shadow Court? Or they came out to Elrond when he defeated them? Perhaps the Shadow Court was just their competition. It seems they both wish to conquer the Light Realm. If we don't have the full picture, I don't think going to Dread is an option. Valix seemed determined. They came after me once. I have no doubt they'll find me again. I have to deal with them. We will deal with them together, Elrond. When you know what you want to do, we will relay it to the king. I just wish I knew where to find more information. There is one person who might know more, but he may not like it. Who? Aaron. You're right. I hate it. He was in communication with the Shadow Court for a long time. If anyone in the Light Realm knew about this Ash Empire, it'd be him. You can take it to yourself if you like. We need to learn everything we can, but I think he'll be more willing to talk if it's just me. Don't hesitate to shout if you need us. Have you tried anything? I'll claw his face out. Kate leads you to the winding stairs. Kate leads you up the winding stairs to the prison tower. You think you prepared yourself, but then catch a glimpse of the fallen prince through the small grate in the door. Kate, where's the shadow? I don't know. But I told, one day his corruption was just gone. He refuses to tell anyone how or why. Well, that bodes well. The guard led you into Aaron's cell, and his eyes widened as you stepped inside. Elrond. He quickly scoots his face, standing from his narrow cot. I wonder if you ever come visit me. It only took you long enough. Yes, well, you hurt me. I said everything we went through together. You stabbed me in my back. For a fleeting moment, regret seems to tighten his eyes, but the next heartbeat is gone. So what brings you here? Tell me everything you know about the Ash Empire. How did you... His mouth snapped shut, and he eyes you warily. So you do know about them. I suppose that depends on what you'll do for me if I answer. And I won't kill you. I suppose that's some small value. Very small. Small with every moment of my time you waste. Despite what the Temple of Light claims, it's the Ash Empire who rules over the Shadow Realm, not the Shadow Court. The Dreadlord was an Ashen noble once, but when he rose up against the Empress, from what I understand, she is not pleasant to work for. He tried to take control by establishing his own army, the Shadow Court. Precisely. He thought by conquering the Light Realm, he had the forces to free her. So he had the court open a portal on the field of Telenor to take over failed, of course. Of course. I can admit the Dreadlord had his faults. For most, he underestimated the Owl's devotion to the light. Dear Rider died in battle to Shadow, so they did, and they took him down with them. He lost his physical form, though this convenient little fact allowed him to avoid the Empire's protection and shield the rest of the court. I suppose that's why you came in? Perspective as always, Elrond. As to find him a vessel and open his way to the Light Realm, he intended to return to wipe out the Ash Empire, but things didn't quite turn out that way, did they? No, they didn't. The Dreadlord dead. I imagine the Ash Empire is already hunting down the rest of the Shadow Court. Sounds like you chose the wrong side. Seems like you'd have been better off joining your lot in with Seems like you had been better off joining your lot in with Ash Empire. Perhaps, but the Ash refused to work with Daywalkers. I couldn't have allied with them even if I wanted to. So it'll be in your best interest. Tell me everything. What makes you think I haven't? Knowing you for more than 5 seconds. Ouch. Ouch. I need to know everything if I'm going to protect this light realm. Which is where you live, in case you've forgotten. Aaron looks away under the intensity of your gaze as a hand drew his hair. There's only one thing, and to be honest, there's only one other thing, and to be honest, I didn't believe it until I saw it myself. The Empress has a terrible creature under her power. I caught a glimpse of it in the distance when I was bringing Leah to the Dreadlord. What was it? Massive, skeletal, a beast from nightmares. A shot of lunch drew him. At first time, you notice just how tired he looks, like he can barely keep himself upright. Thank you for telling me what you know. There are few demands upon my time, and very little entertainment in the cell. He glances to his right, to the small window that faces the street far below. You can hear people passing by beneath you, flags and pendants snapping in the wind. The outside world is so close, you're not close at all. I don't suppose you might visit me again. Honestly, we'll see. In spite of yourself, remember the kiss you once shared in the moonlight, and your chest aches with memory. I need time to figure out how I feel about you. Where we stand. Looks at you in surprise, then quickly clears his throat and turns away again. Well, I'm not going anywhere. And somehow, I doubt I can stay away. Without something, at least. Leave the prison and meet back up with Cade, Sheep, and Lula outside. Huh? Did you know anything? I got some useful information. I'm glad it was worth the trip. You must be tired. I should let you get some rest. Cade, I spent nearly a year asleep. I'm not sure I could rest even if I'm tired. I'm not sure I could rest even if I tried. To be honest, I'm not quite ready to let you out of my sight anyway. He hesitates, then smiles hopefully. If you want, I can show you to the Royal Archives. I'm not entirely done with my reorganizing, but I was in the middle of practically detailed treaties on rock rims when you arrived. Well, at least you made it to the R's while we've been gone. It's only the D's, actually. The dragon session has been practically troublesome. I nearly came to blows with the head archivist when he said I couldn't put the population reports in there. The reptiles who hoard shiny objects, and the female spirit venom. So what if they're less besides they're dragons? Or at least dragon adjacent. As much as I would love to watch you nerd out over your beloved books, I'm not sure I can read a single sentence right now. But it's not just books. There are lots of magical items and relics. I could probably even lend you one if you think it would be useful. And I have food and wine brought down. We really shouldn't eat or drink in our tribes. Nonsense. Make a party of it. In his side quest, explore the Royal Archives with Cade, Jeep, and Lula, and get a useful item you can use later. Cade leads you to the castle, to a massive maze-like library. Bookshelves tower over you, and glass cases line the back wall, full of intriguing treasures and artifacts. Welcome to the Royal Archives. Wow, how do you even find anything? That's what the archive is for. So you know where everything is. Well, not everything. But it's an archivist's job to get familiar with all the text so he can point people in the right direction. And that's a lot to remember. There's a sorting system, but it's so convoluted, I still struggle with it. It's easier to just memorize the important stuff is, where the important stuff is, and make strong suggestions about where new things should go. I thought for sure one of these books would give me a way to reach the Shadow Realm so he can rescue you. I suppose it was that easy, everyone would do it. True enough. Even Aaron did the Shadow Code's help to cross over, and he spent more time in this library than anyone. But that knowledge was destroyed. Shadow Core all but annihilated Elven society to free the Dreadlord from the Shadow Realm. I can't imagine the Temple of Light would want anyone else taking an entrance and crossing over. You know what I mean? I can't imagine destroying knowledge like that. We have thought it was the only way to save what was left of the Elven race, or to save all of us. And to be fair, no one successfully crossed over for 2,000 years. I wish I could be of more help, but I started in the dungeons, and I was trapped there the whole time. I was trapped there the whole time I was in the Shadow Realm. I'm just glad we were able to free you. So am I. As Lip purrs and rubs your cheek, you turn back to Cade. Now, I believe you promised me there'd be more here than books. Come on, the road's on the back. Cade leads you to the rows. Cade leads you through the rows of bookshelves and up to a wall of glass cases, each full of strange artifacts. Treat and Lula probably know more about these than I do. I spend most of my time here reading and shelving. Ah yes, we can show you our favorites. As long as we can have a snack afterward. You stop in front of a large case that holds, among other items, a plain gold mask, a statue of a human warrior, and a crystal ball. The mask is quite interesting. It belonged to the founder of the Temple of Light. It did, but it's so plain. I just figured it'd be a bit more ornate, given what the temple's like nowadays. That is on purpose. She did not want people to view her as a living version of the light. So she donned this simple mask to illustrate that she was only one small part of it, insignificant for the light's warmth and power. I bet Nia will love this. I was focusing so hard on trying to screw the cap back onto this bottle that I had balancing on my fucking leg. Phone balancing on one leg, water bottle on the other, trying to screw the cap on, dropping the damn cap, reaching, trying to find it again without moving to not spill or drop my fucking phone. Oh wait. I know I can just pause and drink, but I choose not to because that's lazy, and if I pause it, there's a good chance I will forget to unpause it and then read past what's supposed to, and then have to restart this shit. She grew up in the temple. I'm sure she's heard the story before. Yeah, we all move on to the next case, but before you can get a good look, something inside gives out a brilliant flash of light. What the? An anonymous ominous clatter echoes behind you. You spin in search of the sound by an old suit of armor rattling against the wall. What's that doing here? It looks like it's falling apart. Not again. Before you can ask what Cade means, Dermot takes a faltering step to another hum of energy. It's walking? It's charging. Your she was right. The armor advances on you, mechanic. The armor advances on you menacingly. Drawing an old sword doesn't look that intimidating until it swings at your head. Hey. Tuck out of the way as the sword whizzes over your head. Panic voices rise all around you as the sword crashes into one of the cases, shattering glass everywhere. Hey, watch you swinging the thing. Lunge for a nearby chair, lift it up as a shield. Kid, a little help here. Working on it. Drummer attacks again, slicing the legs off the chair. As it prepares for a final blow, Cade grabs the helmet in both hands, wrenching it clean off. There. The helmet bounces across the floor. The armor doubles forward and freezes mid-swing. What was that? Cade walks to the glass case you've been inspecting and points to a medallion inside. The animation medallion. Every so often it goes haywire and animates something in the library, which inevitably wreaks destruction. I mean, it does this a lot. Often enough. Usually it's just armor, though one time it sent a whole stack of books flying at me. The enchantment has a limited range of effect. Once the items get far away from the medallion, they fall inert. That still seems like a lot of potential for chaos. Honestly, I've been meaning to talk to the head archivist about having it moved to the vault. It was locked away. Whatever it was to bring to life can march about to his heart's content. But now that I think about it, he reaches up to open the glass case and gently lifts the medallion from its display stand. You'd probably make better use of it wherever you're going. Are you allowed to do that? Given the danger that is coming from the kingdom, I can certainly justify it. I'm technically a hero of the realm too, you know, just less flashy. That looks like one of the fucking talisman from Immortal Desires. Now I'll be in the cloth until you need it. If you can't see things, you can't get ideas. You make it sound alive. Well, I didn't say it wasn't. It's the strangest light magic I ever seen. Especially when you find something really good for it to animate. It's just bored. You carefully tuck the golden piece of metal into a safe pocket before turning back to Cade. You really seem to have found a place here, Cade. I still miss Riverbend sometimes, but I think I liked the city better. There's always something new to discover. And he's always around to keep us company. I think you mean babysit. We're very grateful for all your attention, Cade. Especially when you scratch behind our ears. Even as you watch your friends with a happy smile, exhaustion begins to settle in, and you're forced to stifle a yawn. As much as I'd love to stay and chat more, I've had kind of a long day. I probably should get some rest. Cade wraps you in a sudden hug, then releases you and urges you toward the door. Get some sleep. My God, my reading skills are going down. Get some sleep, everyone. We'll be here in the morning. That night, you find yourself in a dreamlike space, joined by the mysterious figure you saw when you stepped through the portal. Everyone, I imagine you have many questions. So many. Most of the easy ones. Who are you and what do you want with me? As I said before, I'm the Watcher. The Watcher. That sounds familiar. Wait, I read your lore tablet. I've seen much in my years. That tablet is but a fraction of what I was able to share, though. I didn't seem to think very highly of the people of Marilla. They have lost their way and strayed from the path, which is precisely why we must act. I've been trying to speak with you for some time. I meant to reach out sooner after your fight with the Dreadlord, but the relics kidnapped you. And it took you a year to contact me? The magic proved difficult to penetrate. Proof? Magic proof difficult to... whatever, you read it, I don't fucking care. But now you're free, and I can tell you what you must know. Bless me, thank me. Bless me, thank you, you're welcome. Can I ask a question first? Of course, and I will answer if I can. I hold up a hand, and a strange gem you see in your nightmare appears in your palm. I thought to control my nightmare, but I ended up with this. Do you know what it is? Those are dream lessons. Dreams and nightmares hold great power, and you vanquish joys, you store it away in the stone. If you were to crush that stone and direct its magic, you can inflict the nightmare on someone else. Handy. So you're the Watcher. What does that mean? From nearly the moment the realms came into being, I have existed between them. So you've been here the whole time? How are you still alive? I suppose because I was never quite living, not in the way you are. I would not age in a way that you were thinking of aging. There's a different way to age. I have lost power over the years. I am not as strong as I once was. Those you call the old gods trusted me to maintain the barrier between the realms, but when power has waned, rifts have begun to form. That sounds bad. Rifts allowed the realms to leak into one another. That is how the Shadow Court was able to whisper into people's minds and corrupt them. And as the gaps grew wider, they found ways to cross over. There's nothing you could do to stop them. Not alone. I'm no longer alone. You mean you're at Realm Walker Outward? With your help, I can close the rifts and fully seal the light realm off from the shadow, restoring the barrier. How will we do it? We must journey to each of the rifts in person. From there, I can help you mend the tears in each barrier. Tears. Once they are all repaired, the Ash Empire will no longer present a danger. It will not be easy, but it is vital to protect the Light Realm. Well, then we better get started. I won't let the Empress or her army cross over. The sooner we seal those rifts off, the better. I admire your perseverance, young one. It will take you far. I'm not doing this alone. Indeed, that would be unwise. You need companions to aid you in your quest. I already have some. I'm not sure where they are. It is within my power to show you one of them. After that, I would need to rest and regain my strength. What if you had something else to amplify your powers? Such as, close your eyes and think of the orb you stole from Solomon to keep him from finding you. When you open it, it shimmers into reality in your hand. Okay, let's hope. I have this orb next to my bed, my tower. It's just to find people that I don't want to be found. The jolt tightens as a memory of nightmare, the wrath in the eyes of your companions. Not my friends don't want to see me. I need to see them to know they're okay. His magic should be sufficient for me to give you a glimpse of each of your companions. To watch it wave a hand in the mist in front of you, color size to its world colors. Ow. You glimpse into her first, her head resting on the scratched surface of a table in a shabby rundown bar. Oh my god, they actually changed the look. Oh my god. The clothes bleed into each other and form a smile perched on the rooftop of an unfamiliar building. Moonlight glitters off his face under the dark coat of his cloak. And Mao actually got a haircut. Good job. The moonlight glitters, and the forms out of the light, looking solemn as she kneels in a beautiful marble chamber, her head bowed in prayer. Yeah, the fit changed, the hair changed, yeah. Meanwhile, when they see me, I'm gonna look the same. They're gonna be looking across at each other like, wow, huh. They look at the glow up and look at me like, and you are still the same. I mean, we like you as you are, but it's just, Is all this time you spent apart, you couldn't like fix up your look at all? Or not? The image. No, wait. That means Tyrell's hair is actually in a man bun. I like his hair long. I like his hair long. You gonna put it in a man bun? If it's in a man bun, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna read it anymore. Unless it looks good. But it's not good. I'm not reading anymore. The image twists and reveals a dark mountain. Tyrell stands on it, sword drawn, grappling with a flying monster covered in scales and feathers. Loomis? But that's just Loomis. A little familiar from the Elementalist. The creature's tail whips around, slamming Tyrell to the ground. Okay, sit down. Honestly, you know what? It works. Momentarily, I forgot he was an elf. I was like, damn, he has big ears. But, yeah. Okay, someone's up, someone's down. Fine, it works. Why is Tyrell seen the longest, though? Was, for like, I don't know. Wasn't. Oh, you want to get the Tyrell only? One. Is there a way to get to him? I can open portals now, right? You can only open portals to the Shadow Realm and back. With our strengths combined, I can open a portal for you to pull him through. Though it will mean I cannot speak with you like this for some time. Do it. You jolt awake, heart pounding in your chest, lay by the bed just in time to see a portal open in the middle of the room. Do it, you see Tyrell battling the same creature from your dream. Loomis is not a creature. Tyrell. He was around the face, you stunned. Elrond. You reach through, grab his arm, and drag him back through the portal. Loomis, calm down. Only for the furious creature to barrel drew after him. Oops. The portal closes, and Tyrell squares up the creature, giving you a chance to really look at him. Bye. You changed your hair. And can you talk about that vest? You can change your hair. Like, I've never seen any of the elves what it up to, and you, oh my god, like, okay, slay. You got more important things to be doing with. Oh, yeah. Weapons be great. Weapons be good. Young yourself just as Agent turns his beady eyes on you. Then, with a massive beat of his wings, it charges. It's just Loomis. He misses Elijah. Not so fast. You grab a bed sheet, toss it over the attacking creature like a net. It hisses again, only getting more tangled as its claws pierce through the thin fabric. Good thinking. Oh, hi, Tyrell. You shift your face down the creature, fall into a comfortable rhythm as you box in your foe. Whoa. With another beat of his wings, it soars over you both and crashes through the window. You rush over, peering out into the night sky. Peering out into the night. Do you see it? Quiet. You concentrate, using your elf senses to search for any hint of the creature. Then you hear it, the whip of feathers rising above you. My hand hurts, so thankfully I can just put the mic down. And by down, I mean my mouth. There, it took flight. What is that thing anyway? And why are you fighting it? not god of Fluria. He's a... As I can't remember what she was called in the Elementalist. It's called a Fluria. Its feathers are known to have magical properties. I was attempting to retrieve one from his nest when... Let me guess. It didn't like that? Not at all. It attacked me before I was even able to get close. But that's not what's important right now. He sweeps you into his arms, drawing you against the taut from his body, and kisses you deeply. Tyrell. He draws back just long enough for you both to take a breath, then swoops in to kiss you again, following to your familiar rhythm. Your breathless by the time he places a final kiss on your lips and cups your face in one of his hands. Elrond. Nice to see you too. Yes, truly it is. When did you get back? How did you get back? And why didn't anyone tell me? Lads, I miss you too. Tyrell stares at you for a long moment and exhales a shaky breath. You don't know how worried... You don't know how worried... Fuck you, what? Oh. You don't speak normal English. You do not know how I worried, how I ached for the barest whisper of you. I do know, Tyrell. I understand. It was torture, not knowing where you were, if you were well or... Outside, a hissing shriek pierces the night. Bless, you can't allow beasts like that to roam the streets, White Tower. Someone will get hurt. I must go track it down. You're more than welcome to join me. That does sound like fun. Perhaps once we succeed in securing the Fluria, we can take a moment to catch up. On that Fluria was Tyrell and spend time alone with him and getting a healing item. Yeah, I'm not gonna think twice about that. Yeah, I'm gonna spend more time with my man. I'm gonna spend more time with my man. Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice about that. Excellent. The Fluria will likely flee to someplace high, as they typically nest in very tall trees. Can we should head for the top of the castle? It might have landed there. And if not, it should give us a good vantage point to catch sight of it. It's down to strategy. I still got it. You climb up to the castle roof, where you spot the Fluria just as at a loud screech. Loomis! What's it doing? Calling for babies. Oh, it's a she now. Calling for babies. They're back in the forest where we were fighting. Babies, are you trying to get attacked? It was a calculated risk. You don't go for something. You don't get close to a mother's babies. Like a bear cub. You don't get close to that thing. Other very protective species of animals that I can't think of right now because it is like 5 in the fucking, like almost 6 in the fucking morning. I mean, I don't know why you get near a human baby, because I mean, I'm trying to avoid those things, but like animals. Sorry. Yeah. Animal mothers and their babies. Why would you even try to get close to them? You couldn't die. You couldn't die. I swear, animal mothers are more protected over their kids than human ones. The Fluria eyes you suspiciously, flapping her wings in a clear show of aggression. Okay, well, where's her nest so we can get back to it? So we can get her back to it. The 4 is a day travel from White Tower, perhaps 2. Fluias have a keen sense of smell though. If we can lead her to the woods outside town, she should be able to find her way from there. Let's offer her some food. A little bribe if it hurts. Pull a small piece of dried meat from your pocket and hold it out. The Floria approaches cautiously. Then, quick as lightning, she snatches the meat and darts out of reach. Perhaps we should try another approach. Floria takes off into the sky once more, streaking toward the middle of the city. She's headed for the market. Can't let her get away. Yeah, no, just jump. Tara produces a length of rope and ties it firmly around one of the battlements. You grab the rope and lower yourself over the edge of the roof. Let's go. Right behind you. Yeah, your favorite view. Behind me. If I know Floria in a night market, knocking over tents and crates as terrified citizens flee for shelter. Let's see if we can back her into a corner. She can fight well. I'm not sure there's a way to trap her like that. Would you rather try to chase her all the way back to the woods? Fine. Let's strike your way. Matthew eased forward, crowding the Floria back into an alley. Her gaze darts nervously between the two of you as she hisses quietly. She's about to take off again. Just a little closer. A sudden yell from behind you draws your attention. You look back to see a stray puppy struggling to his feet. It hobbles forward, holding an injured paw off the ground. Poor little guy. He must be hurt. Look out. The Floria bowls you over as she rushes over to the puppy. At the moment, the puppy lowers his paw and hops silently in place, all signs of distress gone. She healed it? The Floria trills, nuzzling the puppy affectionately. Fascinating. How she thinks it's one for babies. That's adorable. Your heart melts a little as you watch the Floria hover over the puppy like an overprotective mother. Such a sweet mama. And look how happy they are. It's certainly something. But just give me an idea. Moving slowly, Charles raises his hands, magic already beginning to gather between them. Moments later, the puppy begins to levitate. How is making a fly gonna help? Watch. He uses his magic to float the puppy down the street, and the Floria immediately falls behind. So it leads you out of White Tower, sending the puppy gently down the edge of the woods. The Floria lifts her head, sniffs, and shrieks again, this time with happiness. I think she smells her babies. The puppy tilts its head to the side as it looks up at the Floria. She curls her body potentially around the puppy, lifting it into the air, then looks back at you. She snorts loudly. A feather falls from her head and drifts off to the forest floor. Then she and the puppy vanish into the trees. That'll make for one odd family. Reminds me of our friends. We would not have a family one day, Tyrell. No. But which one's the puppy? Ventura? I'll do you the favor of not telling her that you said that. I'll do you the favor of not telling her you said that. Besides, I think we both know who it really is. Nia. Definitely Nia. He bends to retrieve the feather, then hands it to you. At least we learned that the Floria's feathers can be used for healing. Not what I was expecting, to tell the truth, but still very useful. Can you speak English? What did I just say? Speak English. As you and Tyrell slowly head back toward town, you find a spot at the edge of the forest to sit and watch the sunrise. This is nice. And here I was expecting something a bit more eloquent from you. For a long moment, he seems to struggle for the right words. Before I met you, I was accustomed to working alone. That would be easy to resume doing so. But after you disappeared, it was so much harder. I felt so lonely, alone, even when I was surrounded by others. I spent many sleepless nights buried in research or chasing down creatures like this Floria. I was desperate. stay busy, to find something that will help get you back. I think I had never forgotten what it was like to have a moment of peace with someone you care about. Well, I can think of one way to make it even better. How? Give me a second. One-handedly trying to open a bottle and drink. And drink. And where the fuck is the cap? Where's the cap? The fuck is the cap? I had a cap. Where's the cap? I should just put it on my stomach, but no. Where'd the cap go? What the bitch? Oh, what? I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna pause real quick. I found it. I almost hit the stop button instead of the pause button. And screw it on one-handed and try to read and tap at the same time. Be perfect if you kiss me. Tap. And fail to screw the cap on and get it on perfectly. Yep, yay. And down. And phone. Up. He holds up his arms. He holds up his arm. You slide beneath it into the warmth of his embrace. His lips brushed up top of your head, your temple, and your ear, each touch making you shiver. You don't know how I ache to hold you. You feel the truth of the words. In a way, he pulls you close, in a fine tremor that shakes to his firm muscles. With a slow, sweet slide of your lips over his, you smile invitation. So show me. You lose me, and you let yourself be overwhelmed by the sensation. The whole world's tilted as the road lowers you to the grass. It's a perfect moment, one that can't possibly get any better than it does as the road deepens the kiss. Oh, want. You lie there, kissing beneath the stars as the rest of the world falls away. You meet with Tyrell, Cade, Treep, and Lula shortly after breakfast. I'm purposely drinking cold water because the cold water makes my throat worse. The worse it gets, the more my voice breaks. And I just find it funny to read like that. Voice breaking and all. You just hear something kind of sound like this. I think it's funny. Tell, you're back. It's good to see you too. It's good to see you, Lula. I gotta say, I'm impressed you and everyone already managed to find each other. I had to watch this help. I spoke to him last night, and I know what we have to do next. Magnificent. Only it's gonna be very hard. Then you must tell us everything. Whatever this task is, you'll need my assistance. I'm gonna need everyone's assistance. That's what it is. That'll be easier to explain once we have the group back together. All you need to know is I need you with me. I don't think I can face all this danger and dark magic without you. You do not have to. Try to take your hand, clasping it tightly. I'll not leave your side. We fight together. Always. I don't think I'll be much use in the fight, but I can be very useful in the archives. Do everything I can with the Shadow Realm, the Barrier, and the Ash Empire. That is a huge help. We assist Cade however we may. Fuck you. We assist Cade however we can, since we have to stay near the castle anyways. To fight the king. I'll be busy for a while, and then the rest of your friends. If I don't see you, he pulls you into a tight hug, which you return fiercely. Be safe, okay? No more disappearing in these portals for a year. We'll be back as soon as we can. Bring my souvenirs, preferably snacks. You don't need more snacks. The king gets you anything you want. Wait once for everyone to bring me snacks, just like old times. I'll see what I can do. You fat cat. You say your final goodbyes for Tyrell as he heads through the busy streets of White Tower. I'm not positive where Mal is at the moment, though he's likely still in the city, niche by the temple. The temple? I thought she had decided to leave the priesthood. Why should she go back? In the beginning, I believe she was looking for information on how to reach you. As for why she stayed, he looks away, with one shoulder and a small shrug. You have to ask her. I've been on the mount of late. Bet you were fighting a women prejudice. I know you. You won't let that stand. That's a large part of why I returned. They also spent too long thinking they're better than everyone. Traveling with you and others showed me the depth of our era in that regard. I'm glad you're trying to make a difference. I had hoped on the mount with you the answers how to get to you, but I had not any luck. Stop speaking weird, Tyrell. I had hoped on a mount would yield answers on how to get to you, but I had not had any luck. Didn't need to say you had that many times. You weirdo. It still means a lot that you looked. I toured you the libraries, delved into the catacombs, but still, I found nothing of use. No way to reach you. I failed you. For a moment, pain seems to harden his features. You reach out to touch his arm. You didn't fail me, Tyrell. From what I can tell, there literally wasn't a way for you to reach me. But you never gave up, and that's what matters. Thank you, Elrond. Tyrell gives a stern nod, then turns back to the path in front of you, where the temple of light looms ahead. Now, let's go get the new... Now, let's go get Nia. You step inside the temple of light, only finding crowded with people. A powerful voice echoes from an unseen speaker at the front of the crowd. The light is above all else. You must find ways to honor it in your daily life. One need not be a part of the temple to serve the light. About giving food to those in need is that service. Sharing what you have those who need it more is generous and honors the light. How about donating money to the temple? Does that count? Matters is your intention. You cannot fool the light with false gestures. One should be kind because they wish to be kind, not out of any hope for reward or absolution. Seems like the temple has really changed. Actually talking to the little people and asking them to be kind to each other. It always seems like the same place that was ready to sacrifice innocent lives. There's been a shift in your practices. A lot's changed in the year you've been gone. It sure has if you're discouraging donations. You work your way through the crowd till you can see the speaker, an elegant figure in white and gold robes. As soon as they catch sight of you, they freeze. Oh, so I was doing the right voice. You watch in shock as they fling back their hood to reveal. Hi, Nia. Yeah, I knew it was her. So I was doing the voice right. Yay. Elrond, you're back.